Meeting for the, well, not regular, so different time for our Charlestown Sanitary Sewer Board meeting. It's June 15th, 2023. We're here at a special time today at 3 p.m. to accommodate the bid opening for our wastewater construction bids. We'll begin as is customary by rising and saying President is Tim Crawford, our wastewater director, to lead us in that.
Sure. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Tim. We'll have our roll call. Ryan Hoskins.
Present.
Nathan Grimes.
Present.
Let the record show that Nathan is attending via Zoom, and we do have both audio and visual capacity for him. And then also presiding officer Mayor Hodges is present, clerk treasurer Donna Coomer, and our school board attorney Bo Zeller. We've all been provided a copy of the agenda. Entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
I have a motion from Ryan.
Second.
Second from Nathan. Because we do have a participant on Zoom, we will do all votes by roll call vote. So just say yes or no when I call your name. Ryan?
Yes.
Nathan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes, so the agenda is approved unanimously. We have our standing business, which includes the approval or correction of our prior meeting minutes from our June 1st meeting, our current claims, and our payroll allowance docket from May 28th to June 10th. Entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
I have a motion from Ryan,
Second.
a second from Nathan. Any questions or discussion? Say yes or no when I call your name. Ryan?
Yes.
Nathan?
Yes.
And I'm a yes, so that's unanimous approval. Thank you. Has anyone signed up for public comment? Thank you, Jenny. We have no old business. Moving on to new business. A brief update for our board. I sent you via our attorney, I believe he distributed to you a draft ordinance that was introduced at the council meeting most recently that would have recommended an increase in our sewer capacity fees. Wanted to let you know that I did speak to one of the council members last night about this issue and expressed some concerns that I had and that also had been shared with me from some of our big projects that are already approved and the impact that that would have on them if it was something that they had to change as a part of their budgets, which is the way the ordinance was drafted. And that council person let me know that doesn't believe that this is going to go forward for the time being, doesn't feel the time is right. And we agreed that there would be some more financial analysis that would need to be done before we could do what was referred to as an arbitrary increase in those capacity fees. So that looks like it's going to be on hold, but if at any point it picks back up, perhaps the council would point that to us to do a rate study or something before that number would be decided. So that's kind of the update on that. Any questions on that for me? All right, and on to the then the reason why we're all why we have such a large audience today. Our wastewater treatment construction bid opening. So Jim Hackey and Lori Wyatt from JTL will manage that for us.
Good morning, Jim Hackey with JTL. I want to thank our contractors for it. This is always a big effort for them, and I appreciate their diligence in preparing the bids.
Yeah, while he's opening those, definitely thank you to those that submitted. We do certainly understand as a board the amount of work that goes into planning for submitting these bids. And so thank you to those who have submitted bids. We appreciate the time and effort that you have put into making these offers.
And Bo, is there anything special I need to do for this, just a reading or anything?
They're open publicly and just read aloud.
Okay.
And I believe Donna Coomer can confirm that both bids were received in proper time before the deadline of 2:30, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Who do you have first?
Pace Contracting is the first open bid. They identified their addendums. I guess everybody would be interested in the bid. They're at $39,878,000 is their total base bid. Their dewatering unit deduct was $460,000. Their perforated center flow screen deduct was $80,000. And their washer compactor for the screening was $30,000 on the deduct.
Can you please explain that?
There are some equipment that you could deduct. It impacts reliability a little bit from the standpoint of not having two units, but they were equipment that you didn't need to install until you really went to 6 million gallons a day.
So the base bid is the 39,878, and
Yes.
then these deducts would come off of that if,
If we so elected to take those.
okay, thank you.
So it's 39,878,000.
Yeah, 39878,000.
Okay.
Bid security has been submitted for PACE. Qualifications forms, their SRF forms have been, it looks like they've submitted all those forms and their superintendent qualifications. So it looks like initial that all the required documentation is provided.
Thank you.
The second bid is from Dugan and Myers. They acknowledged all the addendums, 7 addendums. Their base bid is $39,929,000.
Wow, close.
Their deduct one is $481,000 for the dewatering belt filter press. Deduct two for the perforated center flow screen is $95,000. And deduct three for the screening, washing and compacting equipment is $38,000. They have their bid bond submitted, their resolution on who could sign it, and their bidder's qualifications are all submitted, as well as the SRF document. So at this point, with the two bidders, we will review the bid and come back to the council with our recommendation at the next meeting.
Okay.
So thank you all very much.
Yes, very close. So just as a reminder of the total funding that we have remaining on this construction project, there's funding from the River Ridge Development Authority in the amount of $12 million, ready grant funding in the amount of $9,900,000, commitment from the IFA for $5 million, and then the city has the remaining cash revenues in the amount of $4.2 million as well. The grants and special funding alone outside of any bonding amount that we would be required to do or cash reserves is $26,900,000. So that total will be, of course, significant as we look at the amount that we will need to bond to cover this. But based on my rough calculations, knowing that $8 million was our goal for bond without having to do any new rate increases, it looks like we're going to be able to fall within that range with these bids. So thank you to Jacoby Tunes and Lands for managing this design, for sticking with us throughout this process, and for updating along the way with price contingencies as we have dealt with a post-COVID environment that has been extremely difficult. It looks like we're going to be in good shape. So we will wait for the final review of this and expect the recommendation at our next sewer board meeting, which is the regular scheduled meeting. And at that time, vote to approve. Bo, you will, I guess, handle bond ordinances with bond anticipation notes as accordingly from this step forward after we do the approval.
Yes, we already have a draft bond ordinance in the works that'll account for various bonds, bans, and also sale methods, so SRF, open market, et cetera. We will get that to the city attorney and the council attorney soon so they can review as well.
Yes, because our next council meeting is scheduled for, I think, July 3rd. So we want to make sure that both the council attorney and city attorney get that in enough time to review that, if we're going to ask them to take action on that then.
Absolutely.
Anything else you need from me?
I think that's it.
You good? Nathan?
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
should we not just make a motion to table it for review of engineers and council,
Do we need a vote?
an official motion to
Yeah,
table?
if you want, I think it would be good to have.
Are you making that motion, Nathan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we have a motion from Nathan Grimes that would table the vote on this pending engineering and legal review, anticipating that we will take this up with final recommendation and award at our next meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Ryan. Do a roll call vote. Nathan?
Yes.
Ryan?
Yes.
And that's a yes for me, so that's unanimous. Any other matters that we need to address?
I was just gonna say, you have, so Public Works projects, 60 days after they're open to award it. Bonds allow for more time, sometimes up to 100, depending on their revenue bonds, et cetera. So just to give you guys an idea, but these bids are only good for 7 months.
Okay, great.
I think, Bo, I think in our document, we open them up for 90 days in our document, but we will like to close them sooner than that.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. Nathan, when you're back in town, can you stop by City Hall and sign Donna's documents?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. All right, if there's nothing else, I would entertain a motion to adjourn. I have a motion from Ryan,
Second.
second from Nathan. Ryan, is that a yes from you?
Yes.
Nathan, is that a yes from you?
Yes.
And I'm a yes, so we are officially adjourned. Thank you all for coming out today.